This is why they stopped speaking Hebrew. Okay? It was right. It was watered down. It became an impure dialect, like the Bible says. For all you Abba, Gada, Hawaza, Hanamana.
So, Bishop, how we got all these expert black Hebrew Israelite popping up now teaching the Hebrew? Where they coming from?
They said they're going to do a Bible with the pure Hebrew?
Yes, they're going to make their own Bible now. And all they're going to do is take all their studies from the white man and regurgitate it.
Exactly.
Anything that you see them coming up with now, you get it from the white man. We waited for the Most High, as prophecy says, to give us back the pure Hebrew.
Exactly. Let's read that.
Zephaniah chapter 3, verse 9. Verse 8. Therefore wait ye upon me, saith the Lord, until the day that I rise up to the prey. For my determination is to gather the nations, that I may reassemble the kingdoms, to pour upon them mine indignation, even all my fierce anger. For
so his judgment is to gather all the nations of the world and pour his fiery indignation, his judgment upon their armies. Read.
For all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy. For then will I turn to the people a pure language.
After he destroys the nation, then he's going to turn to us a pure language. Why?
That they may all call upon the name of the Lord to serve him with one consent.
Let's go back now to this book, what they're saying about Hebrew. Go ahead, read it from the top again.
The Hebrew was spoken by the people of that name to the Babylonian captivity, soon after which it became a dead language. After their return from captivity, the Jews spoke Syro-Chaldaic.
Hey, you know what? This is why they get hemmed up in the book of Matthew. You got these apologetics saying, why does it say Eli, Eli, lama sabachthani? And that's different than the way y'all pronounce it. This is explaining it. It was changed. The Hebrew dialect was different. Go ahead.
The learned among the Jews continue to write and speak Hebrew almost to the present day. It is an impure dialect, termed rabbinic. The Syro-Chaldaic was nothing but Chaldee, intermixed with some Hebrew peculiarity.
Do you see that became a mixed dialect? So brothers sitting on YouTube arguing and fussing and fighting about Hebrew, you're dumb as hell. You don't know what you're talking about. Khan, I don't want Khan. Hamashai, Khan.
Especially while the world is coming to an end, and the primary focus is for us to repent and keep the commandments so we could be delivered. That's why when people will call us excited, yeah, I saw you, IUIC, they watching for a while. Then a couple of weeks later, they'll come across another camp and ask why we don't teach Hebrew. You know what I do? I delete their number. Okay, because that Satan already snatched them up and took them someplace else. You was a wicked nigga in the world. Now you see us teaching you grow your beard, put your fringes on, you're doing all that stuff. Now you come across some black Hebrew Israelite camp and you want us to sit you down and teach you Hebrew.
Right. Remember when Christ said, Eli, lama sabachthani, they said, is he calling Elijah?
Yes, they didn't even know what he was talking about.
That shows that he spoke a different dialect from everybody else.
Yep.
Why did they be confused about that? Why did they say, is he calling for Elijah?
Well, exactly.
They didn't know he was saying, my God, they thought he was saying Elijah. Showing you that the dialect was different. Even Christ's dialect was different. He was in Galilee. It was a different form.
Exactly.
That you know, man, how you know these brothers are confused? Listen, they hardly can hold a straight conversation. You like, yo, if it's a language, why you talk like that? Yeah, that's how you know these. Yo, you talk about they're going to do a Bible, they're going to do a Bible in Hebrew. That's what you just said.
Yes. If it's so
that will never
important,
happen, sir.
show a class of you teaching your whole congregation and all y'all speaking back and forth fluent. That's for show. That's no different from what the Christian church do. When Creflo Dollar's on stage walking, he is and everybody's like, "Woo! Did you hear what he said?" No different from these niggas now. They're trying to dazzle you.
Yeah,
that's all it is.
Because they're not keeping no laws.
They're not keeping no commandments.
That's to remove you from focus on the Lord. They say, you know what? We're gonna show you Hebrew, but you like, where am I? In the meanwhile, you looking at this character. He's not keeping any laws. You understand? He's trying to skip you from looking at him. He said, let me speak Hebrew. Don't look at me. Let me speak Hebrew.
That's why Christ said, many are called, but what? And so only a chosen few gonna make it. Because a lot of these camps is smoke and mirrors.
Right. Let's start from, it is an impure dialect again. Let's start from there.
Hold on, Bishop. Let them take a picture of that. They're online. Let them take a picture. Y'all done?
Yeah.
The Hebrew spoke brothers. Y'all done?
And the year is
Screenshot it.
1850. That's when niggas weren't allowed to read. So he's starting to understand what you don't understand yet. He understood 100 years ago. It's the dead language. It's dead then in 1850. It's dead now in 2020. You understand? You got it? You clear? All right? I'm upsetting you? That's okay. Be all right.
Khan.
Khan. I don't want Khan. Shaka Khan. Genghis Khan.
Shaka Khan. Shaka Khan.
Genghis
Shaka Khan.
Khan.
Shaka Khan.
That's hell yeah.
Read that.
It is an impure dialect termed rabbinic. The Syro-Chaldaic was nothing but Chaldee, intermixed with some Hebrew peculiarities. And indeed it differed so little from Hebrew that it might almost be called a dialect of the same language. It is this Syro-Chaldaic that is called Hebrew in the New Testament.
Y'all see that? So this language in the New Testament, that's what they call Hebrew, but it was Syro-Chaldaic, meaning Babylonish, Syrian, Hebrew. Syro means Syrian, Chaldaic comes from ancient Babylon. That way it was a mix. Do you understand that? So why y'all fighting about Yehoshua, Yahushai, give me another name, Yuhei-Wav-Hey,
Yahushua. So I let you know that New Testament was written in Hebrew. It was written in that Hebrew and then translated into Greek. Out of that Hebrew and into Greek. And
Exactly.
into English or whatever.
Exactly. Give me the next book. I know y'all gonna mess me up now, but I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try. Patience and salvation. Okay, patience, salvation, the truth. Oh, no, we dropped that. Oh, right? We dropped that. We don't do that no more. Give me the book. It says Mexico, Peru, Mexico and Peru. It says Mexico and Peru. We're gonna get into a little bit of slavery. Mexico and Peru territories. It says the several European plantations. Up, right. It's right around there somewhere. Yep, that's it. You see the sideways right there. That's it. Click that. Wow. Put it on the screen. All right, let's put it on the screen. All right.
Yeah, they're teaching us something. You know, like you're looking at the every captivity we learn. We learn the nation language. That alone should give you some kind of common sense to notice that pure language is not among us today.
Right, when Israel came out of Egypt,
man.
we spoke Egyptian too. Moses couldn't speak Hebrew. Was he the devil? Moses said, use your brother. I can't speak that. Use Aaron. Oh, no more excuses. Damn, okay.
Yep. All right. So this is the next book. Let's go inside this book. This book was written in the 1600s. Go to the next one. I didn't. Right here. That's it. Look, can you blow it up big? 1600s. This one. Oh, the other book was in 1850. All right. Raise it up so Officer Liam can read it, please. All right. Read this, Officer Liam. Or do you want me to read? That the S's look like F's.
Yes, sir. Yes.
In the middle of the sentence.
Quick English.
The Portugal that dwelt Portuguese, thank you, that dwelt on this island informed the Netherlanders.
Let me read it, please. Stop. Wow.
Thank you, Liam. Appreciate you.
Thank you, New York, Leon. Thank you, New York.
Vindication.
Okay.
Vindication.
It says, the Portuguese that dwelt on this island informed the Netherlanders that few lived above 50 years there. Meaning, so on this particular island that they're about to mention, few white people lived longer than 50 years old. Yet notwithstanding the great gain tempted them to tarry, several of them having 200 or 300 Negroes that worked in the sugar mills. So the Portuguese had sugar mills set up on these particular islands. So they made a lot of money, so they wanted to stay. It says that John III, King of Portugal, sent a colony thither above 200 years before. Now let's see what hey, give me the next page so we can see the year this was put together. See it and highlighted? This year of 1641. So 200 years before this is when? 1441. Let's go back now. Let's go back. I just wanted to show you that. Where's the 200 year? That John III highlighted so people see where I'm at. See what it says next to Mills. Go up. Yep, I'm on that line right there. That John III, King of Portugal, sent a colony thither above 200 years before. What year? 1441. Whom though the unwholesome air destroyed, Yet the place was not left desolate, for he sent new inhabitants, meaning new slaves to go there, who first settled in Guinea, that's West Africa, next in Angola, that's West Africa, and lastly on the island of St. Thomas, that's West Africa, that so they might be better used to the air. That the said kings, look to who he sold, that the said king sold all those, what's that word? Jews for slaves. Sold all those Jews for slaves. So what is the NIV talking about? Sold all those Jews for slaves that refused to embrace, look at that, the Roman religion. That's Christianity today. That's what they call it, the Roman religion. That's why Deacon Ithan tied it back to ancient Rome, pagan Christians, and caused their children to be baptized, from whom coming thither in great numbers, most of the present inhabitants were descended. Most of them on the west coast of Africa descended from those Jews there. Guinea, Angola, and St. Thomas. Those were Jews put there. Everybody with me so far? Well, all righty then. Give me the next one. Give me the next book. Wait, go back. I thought I want to say something.
Go back. See something?
Go back to where you was at.
Maybe just were, yeah. Blow it up again. See something real quick? More. Yup, right there. It says, notwithstanding.
Where you at?
No, I'm sorry. Several of them having 200 or 300 Negroes.
Right. Mm-hmm. Y'all see the third sentence down?
Negroes.
Third line.
Letting you know that those Negroes were Jews that were sold for slaves.
Right.
From Guinea, Angola, and St. Thomas.
Do y'all see that? We don't want y'all to be confused. Dude, I'm confused. I don't know what's happening.
It's a 1640s book.
Right.
Look at something real quick. This
Yeah, you go ahead.
Look up dictionary.com. Type in necromancy. That word Negro keeps popping up. I gotta just deal with it. Necromancy. How many of y'all know what necromancy is? Who's familiar with that word, necromancy? Stand up real quick.
It's the study of witchcraft on dead people.
Correct. Like if you're a necrophiliac, you sleep with dead people, right? Necromancy means you basically deal with the magic of the dead. You raise the dead or whatever, right? Read it. Read there, please.
A method of divination through alleged communication with the dead.
Or
Black art.
so it's communication with the dead, as in necro, or a black art. You follow? Read the next one.
Magic in general.
Dawn, do y'all follow? Look all retarded. I can't stand that. Do y'all understand? Okay, next one.
Magic in general, especially that practiced by a witch or sorcerer, sorcery, witchcraft,
Conjuration of the dead. Conjuring the dead, right? Go down to the word. So keep in mind. Necromancy. Necromancy. On. Stop. With the dead, black art. You follow? With the dead, magic, communicating with the dead, black art. Right? Go down. Down. Right there. Origin of necromancy. Necromancy. Read that.
1250 to 1300.
1250 to 1300s. Watch this.
Replacing Middle English Negromancy.
Stop. Replacing Middle English Negromancy. Go ahead.
From medieval Latin Negromantia.
Mantia. So medieval Latin, Negromantia. So the original term was Negromancy, not necromancy. Negromancy. Go ahead, keep going.
For late Latin Necromantia.
So then it became later on, it went from ancient, medieval Latin was Negromancy, then late Latin became Necromantia. Go ahead, from what?
From Greek Necromantia.
From the Greek necromantia, from which Latin derives from. So it was necromantia, then nigromantia, then necromantia later on. Watch this.
By folk etymology.
Stop. Folk etymology means the words are related. Negro, necro, the words are the same. They're related. Folk, as in kinfolk, etymology. Same source. Watch this.
By folk etymology, Negro.
By folk etymology, necro and negro is the same word. So watch, read on.
Combining form of Latin nigger,
Black. So nigger goes back to necro. So you're a Negro, you're black and dead. That's what it means. Go ahead.
was substituted in medieval Latin for the original necro.
So the word Negro means a dead black person.
A dead nigga.
A dead nigga. That's what you are. Dead. Zombie nigga. That's pretty much what you're saying to you. So they sold Negroes. They were selling dead blacks into slavery because they destroyed us spiritually with pagan Christianity. Yep. So now we're selling dead Jews now. They're not alive anymore. The commandments are gone out of them. Yep. Now they're dead. That's Ezekiel 37. Yep. That's what Esau's telling you. Dead, dry bones. Yep. When you're a Negro, you're a dead black person.
That's the same thing in Revelation 11 about their dead bodies shall lie
on the streets of the great city.
Same thing.
There you go.
And you know, Malcolm X did make a statement about that. He said Necro is Negro. He did say that. Now we know where it comes from. Hey, the next book we're going to take a look at the bottom, listen good. It says Methuen and Company, 36 Essex Street, London. Look, I want you to look what I'm holding up. What's his name? Yeah, that's it right there. You see it? I think that's it right there. Put it on the screen. Yep, Congregation of the Dead. Okay, we're waiting for them to set it up.
Hey, somebody asked in the class, in the comments, why do you call them black Hebrew Israelites? Let me make it clear, it's to insult you. Because you're not, yes, because you're acting like black people. You're not acting like the Israelites of the Bible that God is trying to gather in righteousness. You are acting like black people, like Negroes. So let me make it clear, when I call you that, it is to insult you. Okay?
All right, here's the next book. All right. Yes, that's what we put together in London. Go to the next page. It gives the date of this book. Next page. Do y'all see? Blow it up big so we can see it when it was published. 1910. Everybody with me so far? You see 1910. Okay, we were emancipated, allegedly. Now we can, some of us by this time could do some reading. Let's watch what it says. Let's go inside. All right, blow this up big. All right, let's go down. Read that.
The slaves recruited for.
Got a new reader? You got the worst reader you could find. This guy.
That's my boy, Bishop. Watch it.
Go
watch
ahead.
it.
Go ahead. Guess I'm just messing.
The slaves recruited for Brazil during the 19th century came almost entirely from the lower Congo, Dahomey, Wida, where they grew up quite a Brazilian colony.
So the slaves required for Brazil during the 19th century, that's the 1800s, came almost entirely from the lower Congo, Dahomey Empire, Wida, where they grew up quite a Brazilian colony. Go to the next page. Now, Wida, that's the same name for Judah. Watch. Read that.
Before the complete emancipation in 1888, there were attempts made to send the more turbulent back to West Africa.
So they wanted to send the most obnoxious black people back to Africa. Go down. Read that.
Between 1850 and 1878, about 4,000 to 6,000 Brazilian emancipados settled at Lagos and Wida, and a few went to Angola.
So they sent slaves back from Brazil. Understand this. This is not taught in school. So when you hear Israelites say there's no Israelites in Africa, they are dumb as hell. They sent shiploads of blacks, 4,000 to 6,000 Brazilian emancipators, meaning emancipated blacks, settled at Lagos, that's Africa, Wida, that's Africa, and a few went to Angola, that's Africa. Do you understand this? So when you hear these dumb, fat, black, leather headband wearing Negroes say that there's no Israelites in Africa, they don't know history. They just sit there and sip on scotch, all right? Just sip your scotch, put your knife in your hand, and ask for where's my drink. You dumb, fat, black Negroes.
Call everybody gay.
Yeah, call everybody gay. Give me the next page. And for y'all to listen to them, it's amazing.
Yeah, just keep sipping wormwood.
Yeah, sip on your wormwood.
Wormwood.
Yeah,
Sip
that
on the wormwood.
wormwood is called syrup. It's dumb as hell.
We watch y'all for entertainment. Whenever we want to laugh, we circulate your videos around.
Exactly.
Jin.
Yeah.
It was Jid.
Read that.
Dahomey, through Wida, Ahuda, sent many
No. Read it right. Dahomey through Huida
Huida.
to Hwida, or in parentheses it says Huida, Whydah. Go ahead.
Judah,
Judah, AJUD. Now AJ,
Portuguese.
right? This is Portuguese. AJUDA. Let me tell you about that word right there. It originally was just Judah. It later became Ayuda, which means help, which is like in Spanish they say ayúdame, which means help. But it's Judah. I'm gonna show what I'm saying. Go ahead.
sent many slaves to the French and British West Indies, especially from its western frontiers, from the Popo, often pronounced and written Paw country. From the region came the ancestors of Toussaint Overture and
Wait, stop! You're reading it like horrible, bro. Often pronounced and written Pawpaw, country. From this region came the ancestors of Toussaint L'Ouverture. He came from this area that we're reading about. Okay? So yeah, that's Judah right there.
Hold on, Bishop. Hold on, Bishop.
Toussaint is Judah.
Bishop, hold on. Hold on now, bro.
That's Judah right there.
Hold on. There ain't no Judah. That's Levi. All right, don't be taking things. Don't be taking things like that.
Look. From this region came the ancestors of Toussaint L'Ouverture and President Barclay. Is blurred right there. In the 18th century, Dahomey was written on the French maps. Dahomey, which no doubt is the right pronunciation. Now, watch this. You have these stupid apologetics. They did many videos on this. They said, no, Judah is Spanish for ayuda, which means help. If it was Judah, which is Hebrew for praise or exalt, it wouldn't be pronounced ayuda. So that's their argument. Now, watch this. I'm going to show you how these dumb Christian apologetics don't know nothing. Go down to the bottom. And now with the book, it shows a black woman that got yellow writing on it. Go all the way down to the bottom. I gotta show it to you. I gotta show you. Is Judah, or is it Spanish for help? Because they try to mock us to say, oh, they're not really Jews. They just call it that for help. Really? Okay. All right. Watch this. All right there. Click it. Come on, man. That's it. You dumb Christian apologetics. All right. Now, I took out the name. I'm going to give y'all after the class. I'll give it to you. And I took out the ISBN. This was first published. Do you see the year of Leon?
Yes, sir.
What year is it? He can't see it.
Okay.
Blow it up bigger for this boy.
1876.
Didn't I just sit there and ask him, could he see it? He's like,
I can see it.
this was published in 1876.
Bishop, even
Yes.
though with 4 eyes, he could not see it.
Yes. So remember, we just read in Brazil they got emancipated in 1888. So this is 1876. Let's go inside the book. Let's blow this up big. Pay close attention. The question is, did they call it Ajuda for help? And those were just dusty Hamite Africans over there? Why? Let's read this. There's that word popo. Remember it said pawpaw. Read this.
East of Great Popo begins the Dahomey territory, guarded by the important town of Gledish, known to Europeans by the various names of Fida, Hevida, Wida, Wida. The old writers call it Judah.
See, without the A, without the Judah, it was just called Judah. Let's see why.
And its inhabitants were said to be Jews.
Wait, what?
And its inhabitants were said to be Jews.
So you dumb, fat, black Christian apologetic, shut the hell up. Mark Reiser, shut the hell. Wait, put the camera on me. Mark Reiser, shut the hell up. You don't know what you're talking about, and your stupid apologetics, you don't know what you're talking about. You try to make mockery of the Israelites, and now you're caught, and you're hemmed in a corner, and your face is cracked and on the ground.
Hey, Bishop, that's why when he can't get no views, he'll start trying to find disgruntled members to do videos about us.
Exactly.
The latest one is we break up marriages, we this, we that. He can't scholarly prove that we're wrong. So the next thing now to do is to try to discredit us.
Right.
That's why we don't engage him or respect him or care about him. You black Hebrew Israelites are dying for interviews with him. We don't respect him or see him as of anybody of any value to sit down with. That's that'll be doing a disservice. We watch him attack other camps, and then there's cats that will sit down with him. You're of no value to us.
Exactly. So start from there again. The old writers. The old writers.
The old writers called it Judah,
So these were the scholarly writers. Go ahead.
and its inhabitants were said to be Jews.
So those were Jews there. Go ahead. And remember, those Jews they sent to Brazil. Then they sent some of them back to this area here. Go ahead.
While the neighboring river Alala, whose real name is Ephra, became the Euphrates. During the flourishing days of the slave trade, from 16 to 18,000 were annually transported from Judah,
Now they call it Ayuda, which means help. As
the Portuguese called this place.
right. So the old writers, don't forget, the old writers called it what, brothers?
Judah.
Judah. Levi, don't get mad. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm going to humble myself.
Come on.
Which at that time had a population of 35,000.
So
And then
those
there's
were
cats-
Jews. Those were Jews. Give me Deuteronomy 28:68, please. You just close the book now. Damn. The hell is this? You finished. The writers. Go ahead.
And its inhabitants. Deuteronomy 28 and verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, by the way whereof I spake unto thee. Thou shalt see it no more again. And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you.
And no man shall buy you. Now, give me Isaiah 22:17 and 19. I'm looking for something particular. Read that for me.
Isaiah chapter 22 and verse 17. Behold, the Lord will carry thee away with a mighty captivity,